guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So Nicki Minaj punks her little sister, Ming, and Icespxce. Okay? So Nicki Minaj posted a picture, a throwback picture, and she was liking a lot of people's comments except Icespxce. Now, we're going to get into Icespxce numbers a little bit later. But the fact of the matter is, she liked Sexy Red's comment, Kim Petra's, Lord's, and other people's comments, but not Icespxce. A lot of people believe this is her sending a message that she don't really mess with Icespxce. And Icespxce lied in her Rolling Stone interview, and she said that her and Nicki were still cool. But if she was cool with you, she would have liked the picture. So this confirms everything I thought. And I feel like Icespxce is still trying to pander to the barbs because she wants y'all to support her, okay? Even though the support is running low, okay? So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, Nicki Minaj's half-sister Ming posted on her Instagram Nicki Minaj shading her on Stationhead.
Why would a person speak on a person they love?
Ash Miracle.
Why would a person speak openly about a private person? Why would a person do that?
Ash
Who would you speak about in your interviews if someone wanted to interview you? Yourself, right? It's always a bad sign if a person who's not even in your line of work doing interviews
Ash Miracle.
with people in your line of work. I think y'all think talent, like you could catch it like a cold. Or maybe people could pass it through the genes. Even with blood relation, what God has given to me is mine. You have to go and get your own. You have to discover whatever it is that you're great at. Being a mooch and a clown don't run in my DNA.
Damn, not a mooch and a clown, not running in your DNA. Now, this is because Ming did the We in the Miami podcast a few months ago, and she did speak on her relationship with Nicki Minaj. She said that her and Nicki aren't close, they're half-sisters, and that, she gets it out the mud that Nicki Minaj really don't be helping her. Now, that's what she said in the interview. I already went over the interview when the interview came out. Now, some fans feel like, she's hating on her sister, that she is being mean to her sister. That's what they're saying on social media. Ming also responded to Nicki Minaj's Stationhead, and she said, "I still love her. I tried as a sister to please her, but I realized I gotta please God first because only He could judge the gift He gave me." Okay? So Ming is saying that she does have talent and Nicki Minaj cannot judge her talent, only God can. Okay? That's what Ming said about the situation. Let me know whose side are y'all on. Oh, I hope they don't start beefing. I mean, who wants to beef with their half-sister, especially when y'all both gonna be in the industry? Ming wants to do music. Nicki Minaj is an icon. Hopefully, they don't start beefing, okay? Because one thing the industry will do is try to use this as an advantage to help destroy Nicki Minaj. This should be interesting. Moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat's Need to Know is now eligible for a 6-time platinum in the U.S., selling over 6,000 units in the country. It joins Wätch and Pregnant's Up as the only solo female rap song of the decade to do so. Okay? So congratulations to Doja Cat. Need to Know is a bop, so I can see why it's 6 times platinum. I wonder how much Say So has sold worldwide, because that's a bop too. I'm shocked that hasn't gone diamond, because I remember that song was a really big record. Now, Wätch and Pregnant is getting clowned by Icespxce yet again, and she goes on another rant outside of her hotel, somebody filmed that. Now, Icespxce did an interview and people feel like she was throwing shade at Wätch and pregnant, divorced, and broke. Okay? Let's take a listen.
I like brainstorm. I get things off my chest in here so that I don't go to you guys ranting.
Now, that's what Icespxce said about Wätch and Bitter. So she basically saying that Wätch and pregnant rants too much on social media. Okay? That's what she's saying. So let me know how y'all feel about that. Speaking of rants, though, Wätch and pregnant was caught yelling outside, saying that she was sticking up for somebody and how she saw two black women getting yelled at, even though I definitely don't believe she was sticking up for nobody. I think she just wanted to rant because Off the Cheat is paying her dust and she's going through a divorce. So with that being said, of course, she decided to get into a little bit of a squabble while she is around 6 months pregnant.
Stop taking pictures in my driveway. You whack ass. You're harassing them, though. You're putting the cops and you harass them. You touched their car. I saw you. I recorded you.
Me too.
I recorded you. I'll you up for real. I'm not
That's Cardi B.
So here y'all have it. Wätch, pregnant, divorced, and broke was ranting because somebody was taking pictures. She said outside of her driveway or whatnot. I thought she was at a hotel. But either way, she looks a mess. Every day, Wätch, pregnant, divorced, bitter, and broke is always screaming and yelling. I don't understand how this pregnancy could be good for her. Okay? Aren't you supposed to be calm and zen when you're pregnant? It seems like as though she is acting a fool, ranting, being overly dramatic all the time. And I just don't think it's the hormone. I think that she's upset that Off the Cheat has been continuing to cheat on her and her career has been hanging by a piece of thread. She looks a mess, okay? And honestly, I think that she needs to just stay inside a house. And if I was her team, I would confiscate all of her devices so she can't be on social media. Okay? I think it's a bad look for Wätch and pregnant, divorced, bitter, and broke. Now, moving on from that, Icespxce numbers are officially in. Now, it was predicted that she was only going to do 20,000 first week, but the payola came in and she did 28,000 first week instead of 20, and she debuted at number 18 on the Payola Board 200 album chart. Let me know if this is still a bop or flop for Icespxce, considering that she only did 1,000 or 2,000 more than JT. Okay. Now she said like did 15,000. So thank you to everyone who supported me then, and thank you to all the new supporters. Y2K World Tour has been so fun. These numbers are cool and all, but B word, you should have seen that Boston crown last night, NYC tomorrow. Okay? So she feels like these numbers are good. I still think these numbers are trash for what you had on the album. Like you had Central C, you had a Travis Scott collaboration, a Gunna collaboration. You had two Ckiminaj collaborations last year. You had a Chart Obsessed Racist collaboration last year. For all the cosigns and collaborations you have done, this is a flop to me, okay? Because I feel like you shouldn't be doing the same numbers as JT. JT and you don't get the same push. But that's just me personally. Not only that, Icespxce Y2K has now sold over 100,000 total units in the US. This is not the first week sales. This is what she's sold overall for the album. Okay, so this don't count towards the first week sales. First week she did 28,000. For her overall album, she did 100,000. Okay, so let me know if this is a bop or flop. Okay, I still consider this to be a flop. I think Icespxce should have done at least 50,000. Okay, for all those damn cosigns, music videos, payola, radio that you had, you should have done 50,000 in my opinion. No shade. But people are still feeling that Icespxce is clocking scratch off. Y2K did 28,000 first week. Scratch off last album, D0JA, did 23,000 first week. So she outsold Scratch Off by a few thousand. Now, let me know how much y'all think Scratch Off is going to do for, I believe, her fourth album. I think that this new album coming out is her third or fourth album. And, she only did 23,000 last time. I think she's going to do less than 23 organically, in my opinion. Okay? Because I just feel like she didn't really have a hit, this go around. Put It in the Trash wasn't as big as Low Energy. And that was on the album D0JA. So let me know how y'all feel about it. Now, it has been reported that Queen Bee donated $4 million to Kamala Harris' political campaign. And Queen Bee is reportedly joining Kamala Harris and other supporters at the fundraiser for Kamala's campaign, according to the Daily Mail UK. Interesting. I'm like, goodness gracious, $4 million? Queen Bee got money to give away like that to a running president? I wonder how much she gave Obama. I didn't know she was giving funds like that for a political cause. I mean, she must want Kamala to win bad. That's very interesting. But, Queen Bee, like I said before, and I tell y'all this all the time, that Queen Bee is a billionaire. Don't be fooled, okay, by what Forbes say, because she don't always update her income. Okay, it says 800 million. Queen Bee is a billionaire. Okay, if you can buy $200 million houses in cash and give, somebody running for president $4 million and do all of that, you definitely got shmoney. Okay, so y'all clown Queen Bee for her businesses flopping, but she's still getting the bag. Okay, now moving on to Guess by Billie and Charli XCX. It is aiming for a top 10 debut on next week's Hot 100 based on the first day numbers. So congratulations to Billie and Charli XCX. I still think the song is trash, but I'm not mad at the success of the song, okay? Because I know somewhere the chart-obsessed racist is probably pissing her pants. I know she's upset. She released vinyls, a day after the song came out. And nobody cares, okay? So I know she's probably upset. But at the end of the day, to me, Billie is a better artist than the chart-obsessed racist. And to me, she's more talented and she's also a better writer. No shade to the chart-obsessed racist, but it's the truth, okay? And clearly other people agree because nobody's talking about your album. People want Billie Eilish's album to win Album of the Year, or Ariana. Nobody wants your album to win Album of the Year because it was trash. Now, moving on to Ckiminaj. She is releasing her new album, I think 8/16. So August 16th, her new album is coming out. And we got to support Ckiminaj. Okay? We got to support. Just don't support the singles. Support the whole album. We don't need nobody to stream it. We want y'all to buy. Okay? Ckiminaj is independent. RCA, the colorist, did her dirty. And, she has a buzz single, Nasty, the original version, that has been making a lot of noise. So we got to support Ckiminaj and not let her down when the album comes out. Okay? Because Ckiminaj has talent. Also, Walmart Yonsei is releasing an album called Trouble in Paradise. And it's coming out this week on Friday, which is stupid because a lot of other people are dropping this Friday. So Walmart Yonsei is going to get outshined yet again. But let me know if you guys are going to support Walmart Yonsei's album. My whole thing is, Ckiminaj had a hit single on her album. Walmart Yonsei doesn't have not one hit on her album so far. Don't understand why she's releasing an album, to be quite honest. And this art cover is trash. The art cover is terrible. Ckiminaj's art cover was better, in my opinion. This art cover, I obviously taken on the iPhone, 15, wasn't professionally done. I think Holly probably took the picture and they're using it because Walmart Beyonce don't got a budget. Why would you put out an album and you don't got no hot singles out? It's like, do you want to flop even harder than you did before? I'm confused by that. Okay. Your last album only did, 10,000 first week and you didn't even do any per sales. So, Walmart Beyonce, unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you Don't Give It a Day. This was the dumbest decision you could have ever made. Why would you release an album just to flop again? I mean, I'm sure Walmart Beyonce probably owes Columbia and Parkwood Entertainment a lot of money for putting out these flop singles and they not recouping anything. Okay, I think that Walmart Beyonce should just be an Instagram model, date a rapper or an actor or something like that. And maybe act, do films. I don't understand why she's still making music. Like, you flop all the time. I'm starting to think she's not that bright. No shade. But let me know if y'all gonna support it. I'll listen to it, but I don't know if I really care about this album. I think I'd rather listen to Ckiminaj instead. No shade. No shade. But you don't have any hit singles. There's nothing to look forward to. Now, Kehlani will be also receiving Donkey of the Day. We don't really talk about a lot of Kehlani's music on here, and there's a reason behind that because I don't really like a lot of her music. But with that being said, she went to a Chris Tyson concert, okay? She didn't post any pictures, but he posted a picture of them backstage. And he said, twin, and he tagged her, which I think was strategic. Okay, I think, Chris Mayweather was trying to be a little bit messy. Now, a lot of fans are dragging Kehlani because, one, she removed Tory Lanez off a song when, it was reported that he allegedly popped Megan Thee Stallion. And she's been very, open about how she supports women and women's rights. But yet, a lot of fans are saying you're supporting an abuser. Okay? Now, I can see, Kehlani still being a fan of Chris Tyson, Chris Ike Turner, even though he made fun of you trying to off yourself years ago after you dated Kyrie Irving. A lot of her fans were calling her out for that. Like, he was dragging you and calling you all sorts of names when you were saying you were going to off yourself a few years ago, and now you're taking a picture with him. But maybe she forgave him for that. Maybe she forgave him for that. But my whole thing, it does look performative. It do look a little bit performative for you to say you don't want to work with Nicki Minaj. She's been open about that, not working with Nicki Minaj because of Nicki Minaj's husband. You say you don't support Tory Lanez because of what he did to Meg, but yet you're supporting C Breezy the colorist, C Breezy Mayweather, after it was reported that not only did he beat up Rihanna, Karrueche got a restraining order. He beat up Usher last year. That's why he couldn't perform at Usher's tribute at the EBT Awards this year. Okay. He has a new lawsuit for beating up fans. Recently, he's being sued for $50 million. It just looked like you pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? And my theory is that Kehlani needs a collaboration. Her career's on Floppiana. She don't have any hits right now, and that's why she's trying to cling on to Chris Tyson, okay? Because she's not charting right now. She don't have no songs that are charting. She's not popping musically. Nobody's checking for Kehlani. So that's why she's trying to cling on to C Breezy the colorist. And I don't think he can help her career because he couldn't help Walmart Beyonce when they collaborated, or Ckiminaj, or any other singer that he has worked with. He hasn't really skyrocketed anybody's career. He gave 7th Streeter maybe a look and a buzz, but she's flopping now. So there's that. I'm not saying she can't be a fan of Chris Breezy the colorist. My whole thing is you can't pick and choose. You was dragging Tory. You was acting funny with Nicki Minaj because of her husband, which is your right. Okay, you know, you have your right to not work with certain artists, but keep the same energy for everybody. Okay, because then it looks like you're doing it for clout or is performative, is not genuine, and that now that you're flopping, this is why you're clinging on to Chris Breezy Mayweather. Okay, so unfortunately, I'm going to have to give you Donkey of the Day. Okay, but anyway, I got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.